Are you in the market for an online bank account and debating between Aspiration and SoFi Money? Well, in this video, I'm going to be comparing the two and sharing which I personally prefer. Hey everyone, this is Kyle from Money at 30, and on this channel we look at personal finance from a millennial perspective, including money tool reviews like this one. Recently, I've reviewed two online banking services, Aspiration and SoFi Money. While each of these reviews ended up being fairly positive, I thought it was worth discussing how the two compare in terms of features and experience. With that, let's take a look at the pros and cons of Aspiration and SoFi Money and which I ultimately prefer. First up, Aspiration and SoFi Money do share some common features such as high APYs, free ATM access, and more. There are several aspects of both Aspiration and SoFi Money that make them attractive options. For example, Aspiration currently offers 2% APY on savings as long as you deposit at least $1 a month or have upwards of $10,000 in your account. Meanwhile, SoFi Money's current APY is 2.25%, which you'll earn regardless of your balance or deposits. Another similarity is that both reimburse ATM fees for anywhere in the world. Incidentally, I actually put this feature to the test while in Paris, withdrawing 20 euros from each card just a few seconds apart. Oddly, SoFi Money's conversion came out 4 cents lower than Aspiration's, although it's hard to say what would cause this or if similar discrepancies are common. What's important is that neither charge any fees for using the out-of-network machine. I should also mention that Aspiration and SoFi Money both partner with various banks, so your funds are FDIC insured just as they would be at a traditional institution. One aspect of Aspiration that those who prefer using debit cards might enjoy is the cash back they offer on purchases. If you're not a fan of credit cards, one perk of Aspiration that you may be interested in is their cashback debit. Unfortunately, this particular feature has been updated in recent months and not really for the better. Instead of the 0.5% and 1% tiers they originally announced, now you can earn 0.25% back on most purchases and 0.5% at a few select retailers, a list of which can be found on their website. While 0.25% is better than nothing, it does pale in comparison to most credit card rewards. And if you'll allow me to throw a third online bank into the mix, Discover Bank also has cashback checking that offers 1% back regardless of what retailer you're using your debit card at. When it comes to fees, technically you can use either one of these services without paying anything, although SoFi Money won't make you feel guilty about doing that. Neither SoFi Money nor Aspiration charge popular fees such as overdraft fees, minimum balance fees, monthly maintenance fees, or the like. However, Aspiration does operate under what they call their pay what is fair model. This allows you to select how much your monthly fee will be, with 10% of these fees going to charity. Although you can set this amount to 0, it's hard not to feel guilty about it, especially when their site states, "We really hope that you won't, and our business is built on trusting that you won't." Meanwhile, SoFi Money doesn't ask for any such fee, allowing me to take advantage of all of their features and perks guilt-free. In terms of overall banking experience, I do have to say that SoFi Money does a better job with things like deposits and statements. In my Aspiration review, I noted that it seemed like transfers to the bank took longer than normal, and there weren't many updates on when to expect your money. That's why I appreciate how SoFi Money presents you with expected availability dates before you even initiate the transfer. I've also found it frustrating how Aspiration doesn't give you a running balance total and just displays the amount of each transaction. Similarly, their downloadable statements are kind of confusing and not very helpful. In contrast, SoFi Money clearly displays how each transaction affected your overall balance and offers clean, easy-to-follow statements. To me, this is a much better experience and models what an online bank should be. With all things considered, I've definitely grown to prefer SoFi Money over Aspiration for a few specific reasons. Not only does SoFi Money offer a higher APY on savings, a superior banking experience, and comparable ATM perks, but also doesn't make you feel guilty about not paying fees or force you to earn your interest rate by making regular deposits. For those reasons, I've actually made SoFi one of my main bank accounts while holding on to my Aspiration account as a backup. However, if you don't mind paying some fees for the sake of charity, want to earn a little something on your debit transactions, or want to support Aspiration's larger environmental and humanitarian goals, they may still be right for you. Hopefully this gives you a better idea of what Aspiration and SoFi Money are all about, but for much more on these services, I'll have a few links to direnews.com in the description box down below. Also, if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment, and be sure to subscribe because we have new videos every week. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time here on Money at 30.